Did you know that more than 2.2 million Australians have an investment property? That's about 20% of taxpayers, according to the most recent tax office data. A growing number of investors are choosing to buy property through their self-managed super funds, or SMSFs. So to tell us why, I'm joined by Cat Mapusua from impact lender Wealth. Cat, good to see you. So Cat, why an investment property in an SMSF?
Yeah, well, look, as we know, Australians love property. This allows Australians to be able to leverage their super contributions, which they wouldn't be able to access until retirement age usually, to purchase property.
What are you seeing in the market?
So the data from the ATO is showing that 1.1 million people are looking at SMSF to purchase an investment property through. So that is half of the statistics that we just talked about in regards to people buying investment properties. Previously, people haven't been able to take control of their super funds and have had to wait till retirement age to be able to access those funds. Now this allows people to be able to leverage off the property industry as well and see the growth that we're seeing in property prices.
And they have grown pretty well, haven't they?
Yeah.
But what should you consider when buying a property for your SMSF?
Yeah, so when considering the lender, it's best to have a look at a lender that specialises in SMSF lending, like Wealth. This is a niche product. The Big Fours and the second-tier lenders have pulled out of the space in the previous months and years. So you need to look for somebody that specialises in that.
How can you be sure the SMSF is performing?
So with your SMSF loan, I would recommend that you're reviewing your rate. Rates have been inflated with other lenders. Big Fours, second-tier lenders have added a 2% inflation previously. So it is really important to...
Well, rates have gone up 2%.
Yeah,
because they don't want to be in the market.
Yeah, well, they've sort of seen it as a high risk. When you specialise in SMSF lending, you just consider it as a property loan, right? That's secured by a property. So whether it's your own home or whether it's an SMSF, at Wealth we consider both and specialise in that. So we're not so worried about risk.
Yep.
Keeping your finger on the pulse with your rate is really important, looking at refinance opportunities and making sure that you're shopping around as you would with your own home or your own investment property.
I suppose that you should be doing it through your accountant as well and getting advice from them, because managing those SMSFs, you've got to keep within the rules, don't you?
Yeah, of course. It's really important to have somebody administrating your self-managed super fund alongside you.
And I suppose you can't use the bank of mum and dad and put a property in your SMSF for your kids.
No, unfortunately not. Yeah, there are quite some heavy regulations around self-managed super funds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So get some good advice.
Correct,
Okay.
Get some good advice.
What does the process look like to refinance?
A lot of people are quite worried about refinancing. You know, it sounds like a bit of a headache having to get all your documentation and everything together again. With Wealth, we've actually created a product to help ease this. It's called the Easy Refinance product, and limited documentation is required, and we won't need to take into consideration any of your personal income or personal liabilities and assets.
Okay. Oh, that's good news.
Yeah.
All right, Kat, good to see you. Thank you for that.
Thanks
Appreciate
so
your
much.
time.